You mentioned it before, and I definitely been waiting to get to this topic. You did your acting debut 2019.
Oh man, that was crazy.
For one of the most important films of last year, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you was a part of the
Shout out
most
Joe and
important
Jimmy.
ensemble in that movie, Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen, bro?
Man, you won't even believe where I was at in my life and what happened to make that happen. Like, I'm talking about, I dropped out of college. I went to school in New Orleans, and I dropped out. It just, too much stuff was happening at the time. I ended up moving back home. So I was at a point where, like, I was working at Macy's, and I kind of got fired because I was, like, in my head, I was like, okay, I'm not trying to sell shoes for the rest of my life. And I kind of just stopped showing up. And I was like, man, I should go show up, help my mom out and shit. All right, I'm going to come back. And they was just like, you're not on the schedule. Oh, you no longer work here. And I just remember saying that. And, like, I was a little sad, but I was like, damn, that's the best words I ever heard in my life. So I really started hitting the YouTube hard, and I really start building characters like Nigel Standard, Stunnaman02, just building these characters. And then I just remember, I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I was like, bro, I'm finna act. Like, so and then that transpired to the homie, he go by Say Hey Sounds now, but my homie, we call him Fresh, Javon. He was like, oh yeah, come to Nat house. Nat finna start shooting videos and we could record there. Nat is Joe's little brother. So we just used to be at
Joe.
Yeah, Joe Talbot. Yeah, so we just used to be at Nat house because Nat, we went to high school together. Me, Nat, Javon, Jimmy, we're all the same class. So we had Nat house, and Jimmy was living with them at the time. So it's like
Jimmy is the lead character.
Yeah, Jimmy was the lead character.
Okay.
So it was like, and Jimmy had just dropped out of school, and he was going to school in New York. And it's funny because the first semester I came back, winter break, I saw him on Church Street, and that was like when gentrification was like, we left in the summer, niggas was still on the block, and then come in the winter, and it's like, why are these white people jogging and 20 degree or 40 degree weather? I don't get it. I've never seen this before in my life. And we like, man, everywhere else is manny, but nothing's like the city. And we both just eventually came back damn near the same semester. But come back to that. I want to shoot skits. So I'm like, Nat, what's up, bro? Let's shoot these skits. You the cameraman. I got all the ideas. Let's do it. I was trying to shoot IG skits, and we shooting a couple of them, but I'm like, I'm trying to do hell of them. And they like, nah, let's chill. I'm like, all right, we're going to chill. Let them smoke, do their thing. When we doing that, Joe and Jimmy come into Nat's room. They kind of live, it's like a bottom room, but you can compare it to a basement.
Yeah.
But it's like a nice-ass place where they got a fat-ass bookshelf. And it's funny because they dad wrote Season of the Witch, and that's like a historical San Francisco book. So it's like, so we just down there chilling, and Joe come in with Jimmy. He like, hey, we gonna need the room in like 10 minutes. We need to do something. I'm like, oh, what y'all finna do? He's like, oh, we writing a script for a movie. I was like, a movie? And think I'm in a mindset to where I need to act. Like, it's on my heart. Like, I need to do this.
Right.
So, and I'm like, a movie? What type of movie? Oh, we just writing a movie about gentrification. I'm like, bruh, I need to be in that. Let me read what you are. Let me do whatever. And he like, you really want to? I'm like, yeah, bro, I will sit here and do this. So, like, the homies, they went to go smoke, whatever they doing, or they were just chilling or something. And I stayed in the room with them, and then we had, like, a little big read. It was like, but it was the first real read looking at the script, which was completely different than what it turns into. Yeah. So, I read with them, and I'm just joking, having fun, doing it, whatever. And they're like, oh, you need to come to the first reading. I'm like, it's good. Give me the date. So, it was probably, like, a month later, and we go to the first reading. I'm not thinking it's going to be anything. I just like,
participating.
I'm participating because these are people I know, and I know I want to act. And then they told me the story. I'm like, oh, this is lit. I'm just about San Francisco. I'm doing this. Mm-hmm. So we go to the first reading. I'm talking about first reading. It's like executive producers there. We're in a random ass boardroom in Chinatown. I'm nervous. I'm like, I've never been a part of nothing like this.
That.
I come in there, I thought I did phony. I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna be in this movie. I'm like, I'm terrible. Then the executive producer, Kalia Neal, she comes up to me and she's like, hey, I didn't know you were from Oakland too. And I'm like, Oakland? She's like, I'm from the city. It's like, oh, for real? Like, your energy is just so, I like you. She was like,
she thought you had that town energy.
Exactly. So she just thought the energy was there. And eventually, just from talking to all of them, like finding out like they loved that energy about it, and which translated to eventually them writing me into the script, and then them trusting me to cast a couple other people that are
Really?
a part of it. Yeah, like that. The way Gunna ended up getting into it is because I idolized Gunna, and they asked me. They said, "Who do you feel would fit this part?" So I asked a couple people. I think I might have tapped in with Cease. I tapped in with Bax. I tapped in with a couple people, and then I hit Gunna, and I was like, man, why not? Why did I think of him?
Wait.
Yeah.
You hit Cease and Backs for that part?
Yeah, like just to be in the movie.
It down?
It's not that they didn't turn it down. It was more so like, I don't think I'm gonna be free at this time.
Little Backs or big Backs?
Little Backs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and then Backs.
Yeah, I couldn't picture Backs.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
But
The thing is, Lil Backs has a passion for acting, and he definitely got it. So it's just, but it's just like if you know Haiti, like,
we just talking about local celebrity niggas,
exactly.
But if you people that's listening,
exactly,
like who the fuck is these?
I know, but if you walk around like, oh, you know this person, Norm. Yeah, these are my folks. So it's like if you know him personally, it's more so not him holding him back. It's just the constraints that he grew up in.
Yeah, of course.
Because to be an actor, you have to be the best version of whatever you're doing in yourself and play that role. So if I was to play this juice bottle, I have to be the best juice bottle I ever played. But in order to get that, you have to break past the barriers that you constructed to be who you are in order to play this. And then I feel like these San Francisco barriers that we created prevent us from saying, "Oh, I want to be a juice bottle."
I don't want to get too far off topic, but
my fault.
I mean, this is still kind of connected, but you never thought about, like, a lot of people. We talked about it on the show too. Like a lot of people from the Bay, like, have some of that same ideas you have, and they're just like, I'm gonna take it to LA.
No, never. Like, I went down there, like, because I went down there, like, I was thinking about that as soon as we had to move.
Look at Sean nodding, approving.
Like, no, like,
he's like, that's
like,
good. Yeah.
All right, I fuck with LA heavy, and I love LA, all my folks out there from LA. I fuck with them, but it's like, why do I have to go to LA to be a superstar? Or why do I have to go to LA to make something great? Why can't I do it here? And I get it. The industry is down there. Okay. I get all of this stuff.
Yeah. Because I don't want to play devil's advocate.
Yeah,
because I'm an avid. Why the fuck you got to move to LA person?
Yeah.
But you are in a different space, the acting space.
Yeah.
There's no acting industry in the Bay Area. No
but
real acting
he was
industry.
just in one of the biggest movies of the year last year.
But to expand your acting career, LA wouldn't be a bad move. The music shit is different. We got the biggest label in the music industry right now.
Empire.
In Frisco.
Yeah.
Ran by somebody from Frisco.
I just went to the studio for the first time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
He's doing amazing things for the city.
Definitely is.
Shout out to Gotti. But I spoke to you, I spoke to Gunna, and I spoke to Milk about it. Like,
Milk a G. I love
LA
Milk.
wouldn't be, I work on the music side, I work with Milk for hella long, but LA wouldn't have been a bad move for the acting move. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree with
what's
that.
down there. Like,
and even they go hard with the music. I'm not gonna lie.
No, absolutely. But you can have a music career out here just by being out here.
You definitely could.
But for acting out there is just
it's a next
just
level.
better
It's
because
like
I know a lot of independent filmmakers from the Bay, San Jose up here. They go to LA and they be a part of some big ass projects that would never ever been done.
That's
up here.
facts. But it's just like, what you about to say?
No, right on. You can still if you can get a little audition and just go down there on a weekend or something.
Big audition. Nothing we're doing is little.
If not move down there, but you have to establish a career out there. Like if you get, and this is just me trying to share a little game that you probably already have. I don't know if you have an agent for acting.
I don't. I need to get one.
And those are in LA.
Yeah. See,
that's all I'm saying.
You need to get it.
You know what I'm saying? And you was a part of the biggest movie, one of the biggest movies of 2019.
You need like Wildin' Out or something.
You could walk
like
up
there. I'll do all of that.
But you know who's the casting agent for Wildin' Out?
Who?
The nigga who put out Rich, Quinn, the nigga Chuck, Charles Kelly.
You need to make that happen, D.
I'm ready.
I mean, I don't know if Chuck gonna be listening to this, but he ain't put nobody on from the Bay yet with the Wild Out shit.
Oh man,
nah, I don't
it's
think
time to make a change.
Well, you know what I'm realizing? You know what I'm realizing though is like I don't want to have to move to LA, but that might be a reality. But I feel like I don't have to because I feel like we have everything all these other regions have except the Unity.
And there's some big agencies in the Bay.
Yeah,
I think UTA is out here. United Talent Agency is out here. Somebody from the Bay works at I think Paradigm.
I heard of that
from
before.
HBK. I think his wife is an agent at
That's crazy. See,
yeah.
But it's just like I feel
I
like
think it's Paradigm, but you need an agent for acting.
I definitely do need an agent
because
I've been catting. If you watch this and you're an agent, tap in.
you will like all you guys do.
For sure.
To keep the acting thing going, and I would love to see y'all keep the acting.
You got a hell of
We for sure
a start on your resume.
But you're saying we have.